This is ABC 7 News at 6.
The Washington County Grand Jury has indicted 2 people for sex trafficking and 1 person for manslaughter. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Beth Jones. Valerie Haskins and Ryan McCauley were arrested in Cutler between January 2nd and January 6th. Both were indicted on charges of aggravated sex trafficking and conspiracy to commit. Haskins was also indicted for sexual abuse of a minor and assault. Court records on those cases have been sealed. A Bangor man has been indicted for manslaughter in connection with a Washington County crash that killed 1 person and injured 3 others. Police say a Hancock County Sheriff's deputy saw a vehicle with a mechanical defect driven by 22-year-old James Nile going above the posted speed limit on Route 9 in Aurora. They say the deputy tried to stop the car and it came to a brief stop before Nile allegedly accelerated and fled. That's when a chase began that went through several towns. The vehicle eventually crashed in Wesley. 39-year-old John Branscombe of Bangor died from his injuries. 3 other occupants fled on foot. They were all apprehended and given medical attention. Nile was also indicted for eluding an officer, causing death while a license is suspended or revoked, and driving to endanger. Maine State Police are investigating a crash on Interstate 95 in Waterville early this morning. State Police spokesperson Shannon Moss says a little after 5:30, a vehicle driven by 41-year-old Raymond Fenderson of Brunswick was merging onto I-95 northbound and collided with a motorist who was traveling northbound. Moss says Fenderson's vehicle crashed head-on into the guardrail on the median side and he became trapped inside. Emergency crews eventually freed him and the passing lane was shut down for the duration of that time. According to Moss, Fenderson sustained serious but non-life-threatening injuries. She says the preliminary investigation indicates impairment is a likely factor. That crash remains under investigation. In other news, the Maine Commission on Public Defense Services provides state-funded legal counsel and representation to Mainers that need it. Their executive director announced today that they've run out of funding. Our Callie Warren joins us now live in studio with more information. Callie, how is this being handled?
Beth, the information that we've received is that the Public Defense Services Commission, also known as PDS, is being sued for not providing sufficient attorneys. PDS Executive Director Freyla Tarpinian shares that a court found them in violation of the Sixth Amendment rights of those entitled to counsel, but that there were no available attorneys in a timely manner in these such cases. Tarpinian also explains that PDS has made progress in that lawsuit, which she shares will, quote, be undone due to this lack of funding. Attorneys were notified that they will receive their final paychecks for this fiscal year on March 23rd. Now, as this is a state agency, their next fiscal year starts in July. This means that those lawyers who already take on cases that pay below the market rate will not be paid again until the summer. PDS is urging the Maine legislature to pass LD 2059, an emergency funding measure, to fix this situation and fund the state-appointed legal counsel that Mainers are entitled to. I did have the chance to speak with Tarpinian just before coming on air. She's informed me that PDS has just gotten out of a legal counsel shortage and that this situation has caused around 17 lawyers to step back from new caseloads in recent days alone. This story is developing and we will have more details later this evening. Beth, back to you.
Callie, thank you. Meanwhile, Down East OBGYN is closing this summer. The owner confirmed that Bangor's only private full-service OBGYN practice will be ceasing operations this summer due to staffing challenges. While efforts are underway to ensure uninterrupted patient care, the situation highlights the ongoing challenges of accessing obstetric services in our state. Our Grace Blanchard has more.
It's another loss for Maine healthcare. Patients of Downey's OBGYN in Bangor recently learned the practice would be closing this July, with the owner, Dr. Christopher Rumsey, citing a lack of physicians. He declined our request for an interview, but announced last week he will be joining Women's Healthcare of Maine at Northern Light Eastern Maine Medical Center.
Downey's OBGYN physicians did all their deliveries here at Eastern Maine Medical Center already, so their patients are familiar with our space and our team here.
Hospital leadership believes their pre-existing relationship with the practice will ensure continuity of care for patients.
They will be able to see their physician, have their deliveries, have their surgical procedures all at one location.
The closure of Downey's OBGYN is consistent with a growing trend happening across Maine and nationally.
Rural areas throughout the country are struggling to keep practices and inpatient labor and delivery units open, and we're no exception.
In 2025 alone, Maine lost 4 labor and delivery units, which includes the closure of Northern Light Inland Hospital in Waterville. According to Collins, hospitals and practices are struggling due to a perfect storm of staffing shortages, declining birth rates, and increasing costs.
So these challenges are really mounting, and this is why you're seeing some of the closures.
Collins notes that many of EMMC's 1,600 annual births originate from Down East OBGYN, so she does not anticipate this will put additional strain on the women's health team.
We're growing our program. We think it's an opportunity, but more importantly, an obligation of ours, a commitment of ours, a part of our mission to make sure that we're here for women across the state.
In Bangor, Grace Blanchard, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Maine's congressional delegation is demanding the IRS reopen tax assistance centers in Bangor and Augusta. The centers offer assistance to Mainers who lack stable internet access, need help navigating technology, or otherwise need in-person help. They say right now Mainers in the northern part of the state are facing a nearly 10-hour round-trip drive for in-person tax assistance during tax filing season. Senators Angus King and Susan Collins, along with Representative Jared Golden, wrote a letter to the acting IRS commissioner. In it, they said, quote, "The Centers for Office Assistance provide critical services to rural communities and seniors. We ask that you restaff and reopen the tax in Bangor and Augusta in a timely manner and work with the Maine congressional delegation on a longer-term strategy to avoid future prolonged disruptions to these services in Maine." And now, folks, let's go ahead and get a first look at our forecast.
Thank you, Jack. Tonight's weather is brought to you by Stone Artisans. For fast, beautiful countertops, trust Stone Artisans. Thank you, Beth. We got a bit warmer than expected for today. Highs reaching near 42, and this is a good thing for the Bangor region because we saw mostly rain out there for today, while other areas just north of town are seeing freezing rain out there. Some areas already recording up to 1/10 of an inch of ice, while this is going to continue throughout much of the evening into tonight. So still winter weather advisories in place just north of town. That'll expire right around 11 o'clock for tonight, and that winter storm warning for the northern tier of the state looking to expire overnight as well, just a little bit after the winter weather advisory, right around 2 a.m. is when you'll be seeing that winter storm warning beginning to expire for the northern tier of the state. So a few more rain showers still in play for us tonight. So you can see that right around 9 o'clock here, and that will continue into the 10 to 11 o'clock hour as we're still seeing plenty of freezing rain where that winter storm warning is for the northern tier of the state. But as we continue on, we'll see more of this transition into rain as temperatures actually warm up throughout the night. And then the cold front hits right after the late morning hours for tomorrow. We could actually see a few flurries across the state as temperatures cool back into the 30s after reaching the 50s in the early morning. So you'll see that tonight, not really having low temperatures tonight as temperatures slowly increase. We can see 50s by right around 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. Beth?
Chase, thank you so much. Coming up on ABC 7 News at 6, our Doug Banks takes a look at the latest from the Live Nation antitrust lawsuit and its impacts here at home. And our Alexa Kennedy was in Orono to highlight a waste reduction initiative by the University of Maine. Those stories and more just ahead.
Since 1914, Lamy Wellahan has provided trusted expertise to help your footwear fit right every time, from work to weekend. Find the brands and styles you love in-store or online. Lamy Wellahan, locally owned, proudly Maine.
So Dale, you really need to get that colon cancer screening.
Dad, it's been forever. I need to be in there. Wrap it up. Come on, Dad. It's taking forever.
How much longer?
It's been an hour. Are you done yet?
Dale, don't worry. We can do it with just a blood test. Shield.
Okay, let's do it.
Shield is for people 45 plus at average risk, not high risk for colon cancer. Ask your doctor about FDA-approved Shield from the company trusted in blood tests for cancer for over a decade.
I'm Jonathan Bush. I've made my career disrupting the status quo, creating jobs, and helping people achieve their American dream.
Jonathan Bush. He's a veteran, a conservative leader, and Maine job creator.
Maine needs big change. State spending is out of control. We need to audit Augusta, reduce waste, cut income and property taxes. I will shake up Augusta. I'm Jonathan Bush. I look forward to earning your vote.
Chevy trucks are as capable and dependable as the Chevy people who drive them. You probably know one. Your sister. Your buddy. The ones who always show up. They all have that little extra something. And maybe you got it too.
It's Chevy Truck Month. Right now, get over $7,300 total value on this 2026 Chevy Silverado. Plus, Costco Executive members can get a $12.50 members-only incentive.
Join us for the Lainey Wellahan Anniversary Sale. Take 20% off your total purchase March 13th through 15th. All your favorite brands and styles, expertly fit. Locally owned and proudly Maine since 1914. Shop in store or online. Exclusions apply.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
The Department of Justice and entertainment company Live Nation settled its antitrust lawsuit, but how does it affect Bangor's amphitheater? Our Doug Banks explains.
The Department of Justice on Monday reached a tentative settlement in its antitrust lawsuit against Live Nation, an entertainment giant that includes Ticketmaster. The lawsuit accused Live Nation of operating an illegal monopoly within the concert business, including pressuring artists and venues into using its services while driving up ticket prices. In a 7-page term sheet obtained by ABC 7 and Fox 22, it outlines how Live Nation must now pay up to $280 million in damages to the states in the lawsuit. Maine is not included. Now, where Maine Savings Amphitheater comes into play in this settlement is in the section titled Divestiture of Venues, where it states Live Nation will divest ownership and or control of the concert venues identified in Appendix A. Upon divestiture, these concert venues will conduct a new ticketing request for proposal.
Live Nation doesn't own the venue, doesn't operate the venue, but we do have a ticketing agreement with Ticketmaster, and I would assume at this point, based on that agreement, we are not bound by the terms of that agreement, provided that this sticks.
A City of Bangor spokesperson clarified it isn't an exclusive agreement. They also said that the City of Bangor owns the land beneath the venue and is in a long-term lease agreement with Waterfront Concerts, who owns and operates the amphitheater. Waterfront Concerts' Alex Gray told us on Wednesday that the settlement puts the venue's operations in zero jeopardy.
If you're talking merely about this facility, nothing changes.
The only changes that could occur would be from the ticketing standpoint. Gray says they're in the last year of its agreement with Ticketmaster, and the bulk of their shows for this year are already on sale. That agreement went out for bid in January, and currently 3 companies are in competition for that contract.
When I bid this contract last, there was probably 1 company that could do it, Ticketmaster. Now there's probably 3 companies that can do it.
Live Nation and Ticketmaster did not respond to our request for comment. In Bangor, Doug Banks, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
The University of Maine School of Law has announced the receipt of its largest single philanthropic gift ever. The $500,000 gift was made by the estate of Dr. Edward David, who was a Maine Law alumnus. David was born in New York City and attended summer camp in the Sebago Lake region as a kid. He studied medicine and in 1972 moved to Bangor to join a neurology practice. He later went on to work as a medical examiner in the state. He started at Maine Law when he was 44 and graduated in 1987. Today, Maine Law praised Dr. David's lifetime of service. It said the gift will allow the school to invest in scholarships, strengthen various programs, and advance initiatives that foster growth in the school. The school called the new funding transformational and said it was a, quote, milestone moment for their community. Well, a pilot program aimed at reducing plastic waste was launched at one of its participating establishments in Bar Harbor. Researchers and participants hope to see the program adopted across the state. Our Alexa Kennedy has more.
A new reusable food and beverage packaging pilot project called Reuse Me launched at the Coffee Matters Cafe in Bar Harbor. Researchers with the University of Maine partnered with businesses across 3 coastal Maine communities to explore the potential for reusable packing. Customers at these locations have the option to have their food or beverage packaged in returnable stainless steel containers. The program aims to reduce plastic waste, prevent pollution, and save communities money on the purchase and disposal of single-use packaging. packaging.
Research project was basically focused on keeping plastic out of the ocean because so many of the takeout containers traditionally are made out of plastics. If they're not, they may be plastic coated. And a lot of that doesn't get recycled and ends up in landfill.
Mainers can engage with Reuse Me by signing up online at participating locations. You'll get a free stainless steel container, which can be returned to any participating business in exchange for a new one. The program also has the potential to save Bar Harbor taxpayers money. According to the Zero Waste MDI Committee, the town pays $2.5 million annually for waste transportation, 12% of which was from single-use plastic.
A lot of the people that come here are super excited about it. We need people to be advocates for it in order for people to get involved.
Chen says the UMaine research team will follow the success of these businesses. Both Chen and Marcial hope to see Reuse Me expand as a common practice among businesses across the state. In Bar Harbor, Alexa Kennedy, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Still to come on ABC 7 News at 6, we have our Jack Webb with sports.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota.
Awesome!
I like it. I love it.
Now, from the longest-lasting brand, you could get an affordable $279 a month lease on an all-wheel drive Camry hybrid with a total contract cost of $14,764.
Go from dreaming it to driving it today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Bring your new kitchen to life with help from the Kitchen, Bath, and Flooring Division by Hammond Lumber Company. Bring in your ideas or get inspired by Hammond's extensive showroom displays. Your Hammond sales rep will help you create a materials list and cost estimate, and Hammond's designers will help you visualize your space before the work begins. And Hammond delivers from 34 locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Your new kitchen begins when you bring your vision to Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
You're never gonna believe who called the Cabin Masters.
Who called us?
Joe Bornstein's office. They have a small project for us.
How small?
Pretty small. It is on the lake.
Got $1 million views.
Well then, let's show them we mean business.
Did you know that Joe Bornstein has helped over 25,000 Maine families?
In all 16 counties?
Yep.
They're wicked good lawyers.
Fighting and winning for injured Mainers for over 50 years.
Good job, guys.
Nice. Injured Mainers know to call Joe.
When lives are on the line, they don't hesitate to run towards danger. Unfortunately, the same gear that protects them from deadly flames can be hazardous to their health. Senator Susan Collins to the rescue. Susan helped introduce legislation that protects firefighters and first responders from cancer-causing forever chemicals in their equipment. Because their job is dangerous enough. Call Senator Collins and thank her for protecting Maine's first responders.
ABC 7 and Fox 22's Jack Webb named Maine's Sportscaster of the Year by the National Sports Media Association.
Welcome back in. We'll start tonight with some big news out of Skowhegan as legendary Riverhawks field hockey coach Paula Dowdy has been let go by the school over her 44-year career. Dowdy helped lead the Riverhawks to 20 state championship titles, by far the most of any Maine head coach. There's no official reason given to why she was let go. The school declined to comment on the matter. It's a big weekend coming up for the Maine hockey team as they prepare to take on Boston College in the opening round of the Hockey East playoffs. Our Max Sturm caught up with the Black Bears ahead of their win-or-go-home game on Friday.
So that's really what it is. It's all about us coming together, and like this week is just taking it one day at a time.
Playoff hockey is nothing new to the Maine Black Bears, who won the Hockey East and made a Frozen Four run last season. But after experiencing an up-and-down year in 2025 and 26, they are ready to reset and focus on one game at a time.
Even though we've been trying to focus on our own game as much as we can, there has been other results elsewhere that can affect us. But now it really comes down to one team versus the next. And one game elimination.
You know, we're just gonna have to come with our best effort of the season. You know, you don't get any redos, you don't get a bad 5 minutes in the playoffs, because that's it.
Maine's first tournament matchup comes against Boston College on Friday. The Black Bears split the weekend series with the Eagles earlier this season, And head coach Ben Barr says the weekend's focus will be about cleaning up those mistakes.
And we made some really, really bad decisions when we didn't have the puck and just gave them full ice 2-on-1s, 3-on-1s, that kind of stuff. And they really feed off that because they're so dangerous in transition.
For us, it's going to be about being disciplined. There's going to be plays to be made out there, but sometimes it's going to be live to fight another day and get the puck in deep and don't give them easy offense.
One of the thrills of the Hockey East playoffs is the chance to play on the ice at TD Garden with a win in the opening round. And that possibility has been a huge motivator for the Black Bears.
Yeah, well, we were going down memory lane there with a few of us last week, talking about like just the Garden and what it means, and talking to the young guys and how insane it is when Maine plays there and we have 15,000+ Mainers down there. It's something like you can't even really put into words.
If we can find a way to play our best hockey for 60 minutes, I have no idea no doubt that we'll be back there.
Puck drop is at 7 p.m. on Friday night. In Orono, Max Sturm, ABC 7 in Fox 22 Sports.
Thank you for that, Max. Moving to the NBA now, but heading down to South Beach, where NBA history was made in the Miami Heat's game against Washington on Tuesday night. In one of the most unexpected performances you'll ever see, Heat center Bam Adebayo put up 83 points in the team's game against the Wizards, surpassing Kobe Bryant's 81-point game to make him the second highest single-game scoring performance of all time, trailing only Wilt Chamberlain, who famously scored 100. Adebayo shot 46% from the field and knocked down 36 of 43 free throw attempts to accomplish the feat, cementing himself in basketball history forever. After the game, Bam had a hard time trying to process the magnitude of his historic game.
It's a pretty emotional moment. Like I said, I wish I could relive it twice. So this is a special moment. It's Wilt, me, then Kobe, which sounds crazy.
43 free throws. That's all the time we have for sports. Here's your full 5-day forecast.
Thank you, Jack. Tonight's weather is brought to you by Stone Artisans. For fast, beautiful countertops, trust Stone Artisans, your main stone supplier, at 249-3040. All right, highs for today did get a little bit higher than expected. We're forecasted for upper 30s, and look, we got low 40s out there, and this is very good news for the Bangor region. This keeps us out of the better chances for freezing rain, which we've been seeing further north of town for today, where your temperatures are much closer to freezing. 36 in Millinocket for high, 34 in Holton, and right at freezing for you in Presque Isle. So temperatures tonight will drop back into the upper 30s momentarily, but then increase throughout the night. This is good news as well, as we'll primarily be seeing rain chances rather than that freezing mix, and this will continue to increase that way for the areas north of town as well. But by the early morning hours, we're looking to reach into the low to mid 50s, but that will not last long. Here's the cold front that will be hitting directly after that, and then into the afternoon, temperatures are going to be back right around the low to mid 30s. You can see even some 20s heading up into the northern tier of the state. So average highs this time of year right around 38. We'll be above that momentarily for tomorrow, then back in your average in the afternoon, and we're staying right around normal for Friday, Saturday into your Sunday. Upper 30s, low 40s, a little bit of weather still to come, especially Friday night into your Saturday. We're going to see plenty of rain on Monday as we boost our highs into the low 50s, and then Tuesday and the Wednesday, those temperatures will drop with the cold front, could be well below average Wednesday with highs getting back into the 20s. So again, we're not done with the rain showers out there just yet. We'll still see a few more pass by this evening into tonight, while the freezing rain still continues up near Presque Isle. But the good news is their temperatures are going to continue to warm as well. So most of that will get out of here and transition into primarily rain, except for the very northern tier of the state. They can still see a little bit more freezing rain into the early morning hours, while the rest of us are getting pounded by some showers here into the early morning. That will continue till right around noon, maybe a little bit after. You can see most of this rain is done by now, but there could still be some showers training on the eastern side of the state for tomorrow afternoon as that front pushes through. And this, again, can bring a few snow flurries tomorrow as temperatures drop throughout the day as well. You can see there's the rest of that front passing off to the east. And as we go into tomorrow night, we'll see some clearer skies and then more increasing clouds into your Friday afternoon ahead of some more snow chances arriving Friday night. So for tonight, we got lows in the upper 30s, and they'll increase throughout the night. So we have that wintry mix still in place, but it's going to transition into mostly rain, which is good news for much of us out there, with winds a little breezy from the southeast. And for tomorrow, a few rain showers early on. We'll see highs in the 50s early on, right around 8 a.m. And then that cold front hits, dropping the temperatures, and we see a few snow showers showers or flurries out there with winds possibly reaching gusts up to 30 miles per hour. So here's a look at our extended forecast. We got 52 for tomorrow morning and dropping temperatures with a few rain or snow showers. As we get into your Friday, highs back near 40. We'll see increasing clouds throughout the day, leading to more chances for snow Friday night and a rain-snow mix Saturday morning with highs back in the upper 30s, back near normal Sunday, and we can see some more chances for rain showers on Monday with highs back in the low 50s. Beth?
Chase, thank you so much, and there is still more to come after the break.
Be back in a bit. Try not to burn the house down.
Guess it's a good thing we got AAA.
AAA, we're always with you.
Main traditions you gotta do. Catch a sunrise from atop Cadillac Mountain, dig into baked beans at a community supper, and visit the Eastern Maine Sportsman Show. Make plans now for the 86th Eastern Maine Sportsman Show at the University of Maine in Orono, March 20th to 22nd. Come see all kinds of exhibitors and programs, from archery to fly tying, to hunting to fishing. Everything you need to enjoy Maine and the outdoors is at the Eastern Maine Sportsman Show, March 20th to 22nd at the University of Maine in Orono. Make it your...
I'm an oyster farmer and a small business owner. Graham knows what it means to wake up at 4 a.m. with the rest of us. Sullivan needed a harbor master, Graham stepped up. Lobstermen needed help with their gear, Graham dove on it. That's just who he is. I don't see anyone like that in Washington. He cares, he gets Maine, he gets us.
I love every corner of this state and every person in it far too much to just stand by and watch it be ripped apart.
Graham will do whatever it takes to get the job done.
I'm Graham Plattner, and I approve this message.
Chevy trucks are as capable and dependable as the Chevy people who drive them. You probably know one. Your sister. Your buddy. The ones who always show up. They all have that little extra something. And maybe you got it too.
It's Chevy Truck Month. Right now, get over $7,300 total value on this 2026 Chevy Silverado. Plus, Costco Executive members can get a $12.50 members-only incentive.
Peter Pan here. You know, I thought growing up would be the worst, but then I found a way to hack adulthood. It's called AAA. With AAA, I'm covered from roadside to poolside, and insurance and member perks that make adulting a breeze. With AAA, it pays to be
A vision that began 2 years ago has come to fruition as a ribbon-cutting ceremony was held this morning for the Freshies Hammond Street location, and if you travel through this area frequently, that was a welcome sight. Construction on the new store lasted around 9 months, according to the Director of Convenience and Retail, Darren Lord. New features in the store that the previous one didn't have include 24-hour fueling, a dedicated diesel island, and some new food options.
I will tell you, this store is state-of-the-art, the best convenience store I've ever seen. And to have that in the Bangor market, I'm super proud of that.
Lord goes on to say the Hammond Street location is their first iteration of taking amenities at its locations into the 21st century, something they're calling Freshies 2.0. Their next project will be its Union Street location. Lord says construction on that will begin shortly. And that is going to do it for us, folks. From everyone here at ABC 7 News, take care and have a great rest of your night. And for more, you can join us over on Fox 22 News tonight at 6:30.
Tonight, as strikes and tensions intensify and costs rise, what is the timeline for the war with Iran? And
Yes, I know. I'm sorry. July 8th, he proceeded to break into my room in the middle of the night, popped my lock with a Q-tip, and jumped on top of me and started assaulting me in the ribs and in the back of the head.
Okay. That did not happen.
I've got the evidence of my ribs. I have a police report for it.
I'd like to see it.
This is the incident that was called.
In January or July?
July 8th.
Your Honor, there's no evidence here that even shows remotely that, and furthermore, he has no recollection of dates of when I don't want to hear from you. Okay. Your counterclaim's dismissed. So's your claim. Let him go home. Where do you come from? Minnesota. Minnesota. Come from Minnesota? It's cold there, right?
Too cold.
Yeah, you have to go back to where it's cold. You had a couple of days here where it's warm. I'm done with you.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
Judge Judy continues in a moment. And on the next Judge Judy.
My opinion's the only one that counts.
In the end, it's what's fair.
My ex-roommate is a proven liar.
Things would be missing in my room.
He had gone into my room numerous times, taking my clothing.
Live on your own.
You know, I learned from it and ultimately going to move on and, you know, continue my happy and successful life.
This is Fox 22 News Tonight.
The Washington County Grand Jury has indicted 2 people for sex trafficking and 1 person for manslaughter. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Beth Jones. Valerie Haskins and Ryan McCauley were arrested in Cutler between January 2nd and January 6th. Both were indicted on charges of aggravated sex trafficking and conspiracy to commit. Haskins was also indicted for sexual abuse of a minor and assault. Court records on these cases have been sealed. A Bangor man has been indicted for manslaughter in connection with a Washington County crash that killed 1 person and injured 3 others. Police say a Hancock County Sheriff's deputy saw a vehicle with a mechanical defect driven by 22-year-old James Nile going above the post